Hi. Well, it's 70 degrees outside today. I just had to go outside during lunch and take a walk and introduce this video on a new bronze diver that I've obtained. Stay tuned and watch what I selected and why I selected it. If you watched my previous video about my watch plans for 2019, you heard the key areas that I was targeting for my collection this year. One thing you didn't hear was me talking about watches of a specific metal type. Up till now, the watches I've purchased for my collection have been stainless steel, with the exception of my G-Shock. And except for my AT&T service anniversary watch, I have no watches in any other non-precious metal, such as titanium, brass, or bronze. This wasn't intentional. I just never thought about it before, nor did I think about it for my 2019 plans. Then I saw a review on YouTube of the Ergon Maelstrom 300-meter bronze diver. No, I saw two of them, and in both I was very impressed by the value proposition of this watch. But that shouldn't surprise us, because Ergon is a collaboration with Ergon Tang, owner of Zelos Watches, which brought you this swordfish diver which I'm wearing. Now, it wasn't at first clear to me the relationship between Ergon, Zelos, and Ventus, another watch line that is associated with Zelos. So I asked Ergon. He responded with his normal quick email reply, explaining that he is the owner of Zelos, and that he has collaborated with Ergon and Ventus, where he provides both production and marketing. Putting this together with what you can read on their watch websites, it is clear to see that Ergon got together with some of his watch enthusiast friends to bring these watch brands to market. Since Ergon has done this before, it makes sense to use Zelos as the foundation of these watch brands. And that's all great for us collectors. But now back to Ergon. From their website, we can see the rationale for the name Ergon. Ergon is a unit of work or energy, and in any measurement of work, time is one of the factors. And Maelstrom is a powerful water whirlpool, certainly appropriate for a dive watch like this. Looking at the specifications of this watch, including the price, I figured this was a great opportunity to get a watch made out of bronze, something I don't have in my collection yet. So I decided I would order one. Here we are on the Ergon website. Let's see what my options are. Seems to be 3 models. All seem to be pretty much the same, except for the dial color and the bezel. The two on the right, the green and the blue, have a bezel that's totally bronze, whereas the black on the left has a black ceramic insert. Other than that, the watches are all the same. All 3 seem to be nice, and of course blue or green are associated with water and diving. Although I must admit that the black ceramic insert does soften the overall look of the watch. This is a hard decision. Although the blue or green give a much stronger bronze appearance, almost looking like one of those diving suits, I think the one with the black ceramic insert has an overall more appealing look to it. Let's take a look at the specifications of these watches. 300-meter water resistance, 40-millimeter diameter. That's perfect for my wrist. Swiss Sellita 200 automatic movement. That's good. Sapphire crystal with AR coating, screw-down crown, all appropriate for a dive watch. 120-click unidirectional bezel. That's nice. And of course, Super Luminova with patina dye. I guess that gives it that aged look. And it comes in a canvas watch roll, and you get 2 straps. The rubber that was shown in the picture before, and what's called waxed vintage Horween leather. That should be useful when I want to wear the watch in a more business casual environment. Let's scroll down a bit. Here they're showing both the day and night view of this watch. And we can see that the Superluminova is on all the hour indices, the hands, and in the bezel. That should look very nice. So this is one I'm going to go with. Let me go ahead and place my order. So that's the one I ordered. And from the day I ordered it, my watch took exactly 1 week to reach me from Singapore here on the East Coast of the United States. Not too shabby. Now let's take a closer look at my Ergon Maelstrom. The Maelstrom comes in this nice blue canvas watch roll. Makes me think of something that someone in ancient Nordic times might carry. Here's the watch. We'll get to that in a minute. Comes with a warranty card, this extra leather strap with quick release. Take a look at that later. But let's take a look at the watch right now. There it is. I will do the honors of peeling off the plastic coating. There it is. So let's first go over the specifications of this watch. It is a 40 millimeter wide watch, 13 millimeters thick, lug width of 20 millimeters, and a lug-to-lug dimension of 46.5 millimeters. Now this watch has a depth rating of 300 meters. It weighs, with this tropical rubber strap, 94 grams. The movement is a Sellita S200, which beats at 28,800 beats per hour, and that's why you get that fairly smooth second-hand sweeping. The rating on that movement is for 38 hours of runtime. Now let's move into the dial. The dial is what's called, at least what they call, a asphalt black dial. So you can almost make out the textured pattern here, which I guess looks like asphalt. It's got plain, round, rectangular, and this double marker for the hour indices at the 12 o'clock. It's got a date window down at 6 o'clock, which mostly cuts off the 6 o'clock marker. The date window is got no trim or elaboration to it. The date wheel itself is black background, so the date is fairly unobtrusive. The Ergon logo is just under the 12 o'clock marker. Now the hour hand is an hour pointer, while the minute hand is what I would call a sword shape. And the second hand is very needle thin with a lollipop just beyond the halfway mark down towards the minute track. Now, as you remember, while I was ordering, I selected this black ceramic insert for the bezel. I thought it gave it a nice soft look while still retaining that overall bronze feeling of the watch. If I had gotten one of the all bronze bezels, I think it would have looked too much like just a hunk of metal. So although I struggled with that decision, I think that I made the right decision, but we'll see. Now the bezel itself is 120 clicks, unidirectional. Now it doesn't have any backplay, but it feels very easy to move between those clicks, almost as if the ratcheting system isn't very deep. The teeth aren't very deep. So one can easily swing this around fairly quickly. Now you can see from the side view that the lugs curved down, but that the bottom or the back of the case is fairly straight with the exception of this bump out for the screw down case back. On the crown side, first of all, we have the crown guards that are really integrated right into the case itself. It's a signed crown with the Ergon logo, and then it's a screw down crown. First positioning is winding. Second position is quick set on the date, very smooth. And the last position is a hacking time setting. All very firm positions. You can hear it click, and then a nice tight and smooth screw down. Now the case back is stainless steel, I guess so your skin doesn't touch bronze in case you have some reaction. There's some specifications around the outside. Looks like mine is numbered 22 out of 100. And in the center is this nice image of a Maelstrom. Now let's see how this looks on my wrist. If you've been watching my videos, I prefer a 40mm watch on my 7 7/8 inch wrist, and that's what this is, a nice 40mm watch. I think it fits me quite well. Side view, you can see where the lugs come straight out, but it still has a nice feel to it. You'll notice that the leather strap does not come with a buckle, but the idea is that you use the buckle from the rubber strap, and if you can see in there, there is a spring bar. So all we need to do is use our tool to get it off of here, onto the leather strap, and then use a spring bar to get the rubber strap off. I'll do that off camera, saving you the horror of seeing me work a spring bar tool. Well, it's a good thing I didn't videotape that, because although the old band came off very easily and the clasp came off easily and everything went back on easily, I forgot to move this little stick pin that connects or goes into the hole of the strap, so I had to undo the buckle and redo it. But all is good. So let's see how this brown leather strap looks on my wrist. I actually think I like this better. Gives it a little more of a refined but rustic feel to it. What do you think? Which strap is better? Well, there you have it. My Ergon Maelstrom. And I think that watch is going to get a lot of notice and some very nice comments. And I think I'll be able to wear it in lots of different situations, whether it's to work or on a casual day around the house. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can see all of my upcoming videos.